I thought I put some videos on got an itchy eye on my community page. I did think they'd downloaded like some of my videos or whatever, but they're on my community page. If anyone wants to check them out, and they're just videos from a few years ago, about 3 years ago. And I thought some of them had gone actually, but I've actually found some of them. And for me, it was interesting to look back, apart from having different hair, a dark bob, red bob, a fringe, no fringe. Everybody knows that I've had very many different hairstyles. You know, my sister's never changed hers. I've always had many. I change with the times, not with fashion, just what I like. And there were some witchy ways videos, and the reason why I've put them up is because of what I'm going to be talking about starting from next week. And it's showing you basically, like this title says, future proves past. I was always talking about bits of things like that, always on another path as well. And it's still a spiritual path because that's what it is, of nature. And it's nothing that I've not talked about before, but maybe not in depth. So I'm just trying to say, future proves past. It's not something, hi John Binney, it's not something I've made up or I was never talking about in the first place. It's something that was mixed up in my chats. Of all the chats that I've done over time, and even one of the chats, the videos on my community page, is me, a few years back saying, I like this and I like that. Hi D'Angelo, and I don't stay in one thing. It's like my artwork, I change things up. So it's just to say, I was always talking about stuff like this. Just because I have different hair and maybe different things going on doesn't mean that I forgot about that path. I've always been in that part of the path and using energy, which is magic, energy magic, same thing to me. I've never not been there. Because it wasn't a thing I did daily and not spoke about like every time, because I didn't have to do it daily because it was just my practice. I just did it when I needed it, and it was for me, to help me. And that's what I'm going to be talking about next week, how it helps me and how it's always helped me. I'm working on bringing in the highest version of myself, manifesting my dreams. Yeah, John, that's what it's all about. All this, everything is about self-development. And my path that I have shown a few years ago, hi Renee, which could call a bit witchy, some people don't like that, they fear what they don't understand, is it's self-development. Self-development, it might not be for some people out there. I did put in a community page today, people may fall off, people may not fall off, but I'm not bothered if people fall off and unsubscribe if I'm talking about something they're not into, because it's just not right for them. But hi Linda, because it's something I want to share, because I've believed in it for a long time and had lots of many things that have happened in the past, even when I was younger, which I didn't realise at the time, was energy work. But I didn't realise at the time. I love witches. I have been one of many. Like, yeah, exactly. And what people don't realise is a shaman is a witch, a sage is a witch. They're all the people of non-Abrahamic beliefs that works with the earth. And there's lots of people out there who, fear in it, and actually you're doing work that way back you would have been called a witch. Certain work, certain symbols you write, energy work, healers, natural healers, making herbs up and that to heal people, you'd have been called a witch. Things that you were doing, people seen with, certain jewellery, crystals, symbols, whatever, would have been called that way back. So, and when we speak, we're spelling all the time. Spelling and speaking is spells. It's the words you use. A bit like I said, when you're telling yourself something. So, people really need to research sometimes when they're going on about stuff. But this is why I put these videos up, because, hi Effie, I thought there wasn't many of them videos about, but anyone who's been watching me from the beginning or for quite a few years will know that I did those videos. And some people used to come in on them videos and some people didn't. Some people just enjoyed my other chats and some people didn't enjoy them chats. Or some people came into them chats, whether they were into it or not, just because they like listening to what I was bringing, or maybe the crafts that went along with that, which I have put 17 in chat. I have put on the community page. It shows you on me doing a wreath. So I've always been into that. And what's fun about it is because I did do it a few years ago, and it's something I want to delve a bit more deeper in with a daily practice now, because that's where I'm at. I'm older now. And it's more of a deep spiritual practice now, because like John Binney just said, it's to do with self-development, your self-development. That's why I'm not bothered what other people do. I'm just bothered about what I need to do so I can self-develop myself, not just the physical, but the spirit side of me, my soul self, to the highest. Just like John said, loving being. And that's what we're all working towards. It's not easy because we still get triggered in human form, this, that, and the other. But I just want to come and share that, which I will be doing. And that's why I've put a few videos up on my community page, because I was even laughing at myself because I'm like, oh, bless me then, because it was a few years back and I was still doing my thing like I'm doing now, up to the camera talking. Nothing's ever changed really, apart from hair and a few other things. But that's an outside thing, you know, it's not an inside thing. People can tell what you're talking about when you talk from the heart. So yeah, it was just nice to see. And if anyone's wondering why I put them videos up, that's why I've put them videos up. We all have these abilities. It's just been hidden from us. Yes, it has, Effie. And some people have quite a few abilities in one, but some people just hone in on the one that maybe is their favourite, or they just feel better doing, and the other ones they'll just leave. But, you know, nobody can say out there that they're this, that, and the other, and they're the greatest at this, and nobody else is anything, as in, this person hasn't got this, you know, I'm the best, something or other. It's like, no, not better than anybody else. Everybody's got it. Everybody is a gift. Everybody has gifts. You know, when I think about the X-Men, it's like we are all the X-Men. You think about their powers, we are all the X-Men. But which X is yours? Or have you got many? Or do you just hone in on one? You know, this is why I say, well, what a lot of people know now about certain energies and forms and gifts that people have, you'd have been called a witch way back. So, it just makes me laugh when people talk about stuff and then you're like, well, you know, it's something you'd have been a part of. But like I said, nothing's really changed that much from what I was saying a few years ago for the beliefs that I have. It's just that, yeah, I got caught up in a few other worldly things, and it's not because them worldly things aren't real and they're not going on. Like some people want to believe, you know, even light workers don't want to look at certain stuff in the dark. But like I said, the stuff that's going on in the world right now, which people know what I support, at the end of the day, to me, it's just a worldwide awakening. It's a dark night of the soul for the world that needs to catch up. That's how I see it. But I'm not caught up in it. Yeah, I was caught up in it a few years ago, but I needed to be caught up in it because I needed waking up to certain other things, not the spiritual side of things. I've always been there since a child. It was just the other deep stuff. But still, that needed to happen on my path because it shot me and catapulted me straight back into the thing that I was doing anyway, the thing that kept me happy, which is the thing that I'm going to be talking about starting from next week and going forth on that. It catapulted me back in to my spiritual path, more so than ever. So there's no way any of that, because you do it all through experience. You have to experience stuff. Hi National. So to me, it was good that I went through all that, even the anger, even the upset and everything, because it catapulted me right back into what I believe now. Seeing the things that I'm seeing now, the lovely orbs and the blue being that I had and all this stuff, and I'm not bothered if no one believes that or they think it's something else or they think it's evil or whatever it is. That's your path is not my path, and maybe my path's not your path, but my path's for me. What keeps me in a high vibration every day. We still get triggered and stuff by mundane things because we live in a mundane world, but what it's for is your spiritual practice of whatever you're doing, a practice that you're doing that's helping you self-develop yourself. Self-development is to help you in the mundane world get through the mundane, like, effects and goals and stuff that we're trying to achieve, and just helps you a little bit more. It's not because shit doesn't happen. It's not because we don't not feel down about things sometimes, but we know how to get out of it and not sit in it for too long. And it becomes a lot easier more magical, enchanted. I think if you see your life as magical and enchanted and all that, it's easier, and you can bring that in anyway. And this is what it's all about with where we're going, you know, with new timelines, vibrations, frequencies, whatever you want to call it, new earth, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same to me. It's a higher state of consciousness. And if you're working with energy, you'll know that. Energy's magic, magic's energy. It's all alchemy. It's seen as magic because people didn't understand it. Personally, that's how I see it. And I just think it's beautiful. And it's beautiful for me to look back a few years ago on myself and what I was talking about and seeing that really my message has never ever changed. My message has always been about caring for yourself, loving yourself, seeing the positive in the negative, and then, you know, it's not negative, but seeing the positive in the negative, the silver lining, and then seeing everything like that. And it's easier. My message has always been the same message. Hi, Dolly. Hi, Deanie. So, as I said, past future proofs past, you can see that in past videos. So, you know, giving back as well, helping people, showing people to stand up for what they believe in. I don't mean stand up for what you believe in, saying others are wrong, or because your paths, you see me doing something different, you think it's wrong. Stand up in what you believe in means, what I personally believe in, what I'm going to be speaking more on is, I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to be shunned off YouTube or anything for talking about what I believe in, or I'm not in fear of looking silly or anything like that. That's what it means to stand up in your truth and your light, your own light, doing the things that make you happy and talking about it and showing people, and hopefully it inspires people to stand up for what they believe in and the things they want to do. I don't just mean what I'm talking about. It was just a random chat, Indigo Rays. Hi. You have to be what I'm into. It's just whatever it is that you love to do. Stand up and don't let anybody pull you down. You know, don't let anybody, you know, dim your little light. Shine bright like the star you are. We're all stars on our own stage, in our own little universe, trying to find our way to our higher self and shine it and realize who we actually are. Creators. We create our reality. So, but it doesn't mean we create this realm, but it doesn't mean we have to be creating the exact same thing. Yes, frequencies and energies and joy and all that, but you can do that in any state of what it is that keeps you happy, because we're all unique and different. It'd be boring if we were all the same. But as long as it's coming from love and it's coming from good intentions and it's positive and it's not harming others, there's nothing wrong with it. Whoop, caught you live again. Yes, Christian Craig's World, you did. So, do you know what I mean? So I just thought I'd jump on and say, so if you do go to my community page, you will see the older videos when I had a dark bob. I actually had a black top on and black shoes on, and I was like, oh my God, I said I never wore, you know, black, but I did on them pictures. Teresa, hi Dolly, I love your spirit, sister. Sending love prayers to you all from Glasgow, Scotland, where we go on. We go. Thank you, Teresa and Peter and everyone who's in chat, because I know you know where I'm coming from, especially if you've been watching me for a while. And I like to say future proofs past as well, because we know it's you know who, where we go on, we go on. But it's true, and you can look back in my past on YouTube and like, oh, she was talking about them things. She's always been, you know, putting light out, no matter what she was talking about, even when I was distracted with other things and getting a bit angry about stuff, meaning certain movements that we've seen some shit. Like, people have seen shit, but I am still a part of that. I'm just very aware. I'm just not got my head stuck in it like I did before, but I had to go through all of that. Like I said, certain things catapult you back to where you were to remember again. And that's why I can be absolutely grateful for absolutely everything I've been through on my path and what I've been talking about on YouTube, whatever I was into at whatever time. But I move forward, and that's where I'm going, and I'm excited to be talking to people who are interested or want to listen. People who are not, I'm not interested, that's okay. You don't have to come in on chat. You can go elsewhere, you know, but for the people who do, then it's going to be enjoyable. It's going to be enjoyable. Hi, Lynn. Hi, lovelies. Laurie Ladd just put out an awesome manifestation video. Yeah. I've seen loads of people putting them out, actually, but I can re-go over my, you know, what I've manifested in the past. But like I said, if you go over to my community page, I've just put some older videos up. So all you'll see is different hairstyles, but you'll probably laugh. You'll be like, oh yeah, there's Dolly doing a thing again. So it's quite funny. I thought it was funny to watch myself. And I'm actually just sat here crafting away, doing some embroidery. I'm always doing something for something that I'm going to show you when it's finished. So you'll have to wait and see what that is. But I'm going to be bringing a few more crafty videos as well. And you'll see one of them on my community page and you'll understand why. But yeah, and like we said, like Teresa just said, love your spirit. It's what it's about. It's about people's spirit in what they love to do. What I love to do isn't what everybody else loves to do. What someone else loves to do isn't what I love to do. Everybody's different. And that's the uniqueness. Like I said, if everyone was the same, it would be boring. But like I said, there's just too many people who want you to, do the thing by the book and do it their way. And if you're not doing it their way, the contrast is seen and they don't like it. And I just think, let's see the beauty in the contrast. Let's see the beauty in the differences, as long as it's coming from the heart. As long as it's good intentions. And as I've always said, sending some dreamy vibes, as I've always said, if you're classing yourself as spiritual, which we all are anyway, unless you're separate, we were all born spiritual because we all come from spirit. I forgot what I was going to say then. What was I going to say? I just got totally distracted. That sounds like the Dims Wednesday. Yes, we do. Love your soul knows right you. As long as you're from the heart, you are. Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say now. You come from spirit. So raise your spirit in what you like. Raise your spirit. Raise it to the highest you can rise it in whatever it is that you love. Hi, Colin. You keep changing and growing until you find your true self. Yeah, and because was into something that never really disappeared, it just went a bit slower. Went through a few things, come back full whack to now, and it's still the thing that I loved then. So the thing that I'm going to be showing next week and onwards is the thing that always brought me happiness, always brought me peace of mind, always got me in a very creative mode, always helped me to be sort of like, working towards being a higher vibrating person, self-development, is the thing I'm going to be talking about. I've been noticing a lot more open-minded people around me lately. I've been noticing that too, and I think, do you know what it is, D'Angelo? I think it's because if people are seeing a lot of things going on and they've woken up to what the world is not, what we've thought we were told, and they're starting to do their own journey of researching, because like I said, it's everybody's own journey to do that and question everything. It's not anyone else's journey to tell someone they're doing it wrong or this, that, and the other. Love you, Miss Dolly. Flexibility deflects stagnant. It does, and I've always said that. What was I saying then? Got distracted again. Oh yeah, noticed a lot more people. So, I think they start coming to the conclusion, well, we like to think we all know, but actually we don't. But we know what makes us happy and brings certain things in. But because then they know that certain things have been lied to, I think these people start to become a little bit, not everybody, some go the other way, start to become a bit more open-minded as, well, what is, well, who knows, we might as well just be like, we'll be open-minded to it. And then if something pops up where we find out, actually, no, that's not true or whatever it is, or it's not for me, then you can drop it. But if you're actually seeing people talking about stuff, this is why we all share and continuously share. And there's still people talking about the same things because a lot of people are still coming into it and seeing that, and they need the help with that, that they start opening the mind more to be like, well, what if? Well, what if? If you've been told lies off other places and this, that, and the other, as we all know, then you can't really take anything for like the truth. So it's like, well, what if? Yeah, the big shift, people are shifting. People are shifting the perspectives, which is good, because some people have only been looking at like one little thing and it's starting to open up. It's like, oh my God, you know what I mean? And the more you're working on yourself and you're letting go of attachments and things like that, you start to open up to more things can come in and flow then as well. And if you're not in fear as well, it opens up more, I believe. So it's beautiful, and that's why I'm always trying to say, look on the lighter, brighter side of things. We're sick of negativity. We're sick of all that old shit, that system that's falling down, and it is falling down because if you haven't looked at the world lately, this is what's happening, even though it does look bad to some people, but it needs to be, it's needed. It's very much needed. It's been needed for hundreds of, if not thousands of years. So, you know, but you'll always get people that don't see it, because who is the guy who said, like, Christopher Columbus or something, I don't know, took them to an island or whatever and said, oh, can you see this, whatever it was, and they were like, no. Some people will never see because they're that ingrained and they don't want to see because the bubble's going to be bursting, this, that and the other. And it's like, that's why I say, if you're quite easy at flowing and changing and thinking, right, okay, so, you know, whatever, it's going to be easy. There's some people that don't like change, full stop, and they're going to try and hang on to it as much as possible, because even people who find it negative want to hold on to it because it's the only thing that they know and it's familiar, even though it's shit. So, you know, yeah, powers that were are grasping at straws. They definitely are, and you can see it all over if you're looking in the right places, and you know what I'm talking about. But I still see it as beautiful. What I've been seeing lately, I've just been sat here watching something. I'm seeing new people, even on YouTube, people coming up, and I'm like, oh my God, these people are gorgeous. They're not letting, you know, the world dictate to them. They're being creative. They're putting the shit out there, as in loving what they do, whatever that is, witchy video, whatever they're into, and they're speaking out in their truth. Dolly, you have a high spirit. You're always glowing. You have a high vibration. Keep doing what you're doing. We're all in this together. We are definitely, and anyone and everyone to their own take care, sis. Thank you, Therese. And we're all in it together. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. We're all just figuring it out ourselves. But like I said, if it's something that is helping you move forward with self-development of thyself, working towards you being in a higher vibration, bringing you joy, it's helping people around you, it's serving people around you, it's giving enjoyment to other people, friends, family. I'm not talking about YouTube, but this is a bonus if you have a platform. Hi, Kurt. It's helping people around you feel good in these times, especially, and we know we're going to move from it. But helping yourself as well, which helps others. That's the only thing we can do. So it doesn't matter what religion you're in, what this, that, what community you're in, what group you're in, as long as it's coming from the heart, you know? And Peter, I know genuine people can see that. They can see it in each other. They know what people are doing and what messages they're trying to get across, blah, 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 blah. So like I'm saying, I hope most of you do come and join in and listen to the chats and don't go in fear, because like I said, I don't know who's in chat, if you're religious or whatever you are, that does not bother me. It's just nice to say sometimes listen to what people are saying and don't go with what you think you've been told about a certain belief or whatever it is. Just sometimes listen. You know, it's not offending anybody else, because if anyone in chat now or who comes and watches after that doesn't even know me and my channel feels offended, you shouldn't be offended if I'm talking about something different because you don't believe in it and you think it's wrong. Don't be offended, because it's not you. You're not living my life, so it's not going to really matter to you because you'll be doing your own thing. But I know the people who understand. So, you know. So anyway, I'm going to go because I'm going to finish a bit of what I'm doing, and I'm going to go and get in bed soon and read a bit of a book before I go to sleep. But yes, see what happens next week, because Finn's supposed to be back at school and so on and so forth. So yeah, like I said, personally, I'm seeing, just like D'Angelo said, people being more open-minded. We've got 33 and 17, 33 in chat, 17, 33, triangle, 11, 22, add it together, 33. Reminds me of masculine and feminine together, because the energies of the feminine and the masculine are together. They're not separate. 11, 22 equals the master number. They're master numbers as well, 33. Christ consciousness, mingling into one, both energies, both elements that we all hold, do you know what I mean? In earth as well. So I see it anyway. So, yeah, and I hope you've all had a lovely weekend, and I hope you're all trying to, you know, get in your vibe space, whatever that is, or whatever you do. And And that's all we can do. There is a greater good above us and inside of us. Whatever you may call that is great, but acknowledging it is awesome. It is awesome. You know, and I acknowledge that every day, saying thank you, giving gratitude out to Source, God, Goddess, God, I don't know, whatever you call it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Hi, Coyote. So, yeah. Hello, Chatteruppers. Yeah, so it's the Yakatar family. Yes, thanks for all you do. Thank you, Leona. I just bring what I personally see within me and what I personally believe in. Mail dot, hope you're nice time too. Thank you, Mail dot. So, yeah, so like I said, join me next week, where we're going to start some of these chats where I'm going to start showing you where I'm going next, and if you stay on with the journey, you're going to see me go through it, and I'm going to put my thoughts on and everything, but I'm going to explain that more on Monday's chat, and what I'm going to be doing and stuff. So yeah, so I'm going to go. You bring light to the darkness. Thank you, Kurt White. I do try because I see a lot of people in the darkness. Not that the dark is a bad place, but you know what I mean. You got to see the light, people. Oh, you help more than you realise at this time. Thank you, Leona. Yeah. Well, I know people need it. Like I said, I see what a lot of people are in. And some people out there don't like it. They don't like when they see a good person putting good out. I mean, how mad is that? But that is how some energies are. Don't like, you get that all through your life. People don't like people who are bringing the light. They don't like people who seem to be happy, more often than not being happy, because it's a way of life and it's what you choose every day of your goddamn life. Every day when you wake up. And that's what you've got to remember. You choose to be in that vibration. You choose to be in a shitty vibration in the morning. Things can set you off. Snap yourself out of it. I have to do it. And that's why I can be more high vibrating. It's not because things don't happen. Like I said before, you have a choice to snap yourself out of it. When you're aware of that energy creeping in, you snap yourself out of it. Yes, we are human too. I say this all the time. So we do get triggered. You always will. And this is what the self-development of self is. Knowing thyself. Well, what you're doing, right? Why are you doing that? What does it matter? Blah, 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 blah. So, and that's what you've got to do. So great to see you, Dolly. Thanks for popping by. Oh, thank you, Deanie. So crazy. Someone putting out good vibes. I know, someone putting out good vibes, but that's what I mean. There's a lot of people, you'll get it through your life. They don't like good people putting good stuff out. These people normally are the people who, I call them the Doom Brigade. The Doom Brigade, they don't like to see other people happy because there's something obviously going on in their life that isn't happy. Because if they were happy, they'd be cheering everybody on in whatever it is that they do, differently or not, that keeps them happy. They'd be like, oh, I'm glad you're happy doing your thing and I'm happy doing my thing and everybody's happy doing their own thing, But when we all get together, we can all communicate, and it's like, it's fine that we're all different. It's a bit like I said, when I went on that march at Paul Boys, I don't go on marches and protests. That's the first one I went on to see the energy. And what was good about it, I said to my sister, I said, everybody here is different. Everybody here will have different beliefs, different faiths, different whatever, right? And normally probably divided over stuff because we know this is how it works. But that day when they came together, this was an example, and I said that day. But when it came to it, when the shit hit the fan, all them people came together, and the vibration and the energy that was held in that place, because there was thousands of people there at that march, and he's doing some more, was amazing. There might have been people that didn't even get on at one point, but because of the situation, what's been going on, they were, because it's heightened more than it was years ago, because of what's going on. Welcome to the Great Awakening. More depth into that than more people know. And like I said, it's like the film Lord of the Rings. There was loads of clans and stuff in that film that didn't really associate with each other. May have not got on, may have had a few squabbles and a few fights, but when the shit hit the fan, with the bad guys, they all came together. A bit like what's going on now. They all came together to get rid of the evil. So, yeah, Deanie, exactly. It is, because It's people not working on themselves. If they were working on themselves, they wouldn't be fighting. Because the only thing they are fighting when they're trying to fight other people is themselves. Easy as. And that's an easy thing to get into as well. And I put stuff out sometimes to get people to see, but they don't. Like I said the other day, that's not my job to do. It's that people's own jobs to do that inner work, basically. Hi from Chicago. Yes, Lord of the Rings. Yes. Is it Carol? Hi from Chicago. And nice to see someone else's name that I've not seen before. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. It's all in the films, as we know. What have I been watching lately? I just saw something before. Can't remember what I was watching. Just reading your comments. Oh, bye, Colin. Yeah, lots of spiritual love. Bye, Colin. Thanks for coming in. So anyway, who's in? Deanie, Carol, Effie, Leona, Colin, Mail Dot, D'Angelo, Kurt White, Cool Nick, Coyote, Indigo Rays. We had John Binney. Who else? We might have had some other people, I'm not quite sure. I can't scroll all the way up to the top. Yeah, if you'd like to make a coffee donation, Effie has just put it in the live chat, PayPal, or there is Super Chat, by the way. But like I said, I'll be showing you what this is going to be part of. And sorry, the lighting's really crap. But, just reading chat again. Oh! Who's in Doom and Gloom? Oh, yeah. Just reading the Doom and Gloom Brigade. Yes. Oh, and My Turn as well says hi there. So I've got My Turn in at the bottom as well. Anybody else want the name reading out before I go? But yeah, so I'm looking forward to talking more on this symbol and symbols. And I found out something bonkers yesterday. Was it this morning? When was it doing the drawing picture? Was that today? Yeah, it was today, wasn't it? When I was in bed doing drawing. Yeah, something I found out that's just on my path again that happened last year with me fella, and then found something else out and then was like, oh my God, that is not a coincidence. Pick me, and Linda's there as well. But yeah, and I don't know if is there any pagans or anything, that sort of thing in chat, I don't know. But if you're into witchy films, I just will say, the Sabrina the Teenage Witch that I was watching, yes, I was watching it. The second series came out and I watched that, and I always see what they try and say in it because they always twist it. Because in Sabrina the Teenage Witch, if anyone has seen it on Netflix, they tried to make out the pagan witches were the evil ones and the satanic ones were the good ones, and it was like, really? But I can always see what's in a film and switch it round because I'm like, oh yeah. And it was quite funny, but I've got through that series now, so now I'm on the discovery of witches, which I was about to say I might watch now, but I'm not going to. It's a bit later. I'll save that for tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I will save that for. Don't know why I'm talking like that. Oh, we've got Karen as well. Hello from Florida. Hello, Karen. It's nice to see some new names. Don't know if you've just popped on because I'm on live, or if you've been watching a bit, or if you've just found me recently. I don't know. But it's nice to see some new names. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, because YouTube do unsubscribe people. I was going to say, for some unknown reason, but we all know YouTube are messing around a lot lately with a lot of YouTubers. Dolly, how did you find your gifts? Me gifts? What gifts? You mean supernatural ones or what? What gifts? Don't know which one to which sort, muggle or non-muggle. Recent, but find your channel interesting. Oh, thank you, Karen. Yeah, it might trick some people. I have talked about lots of different things and who I've supported and what I've supported. Not that that should really matter if anyone's not a, especially in America, a Mr. T supporter. Oh, that might trigger some people. But these things shouldn't trigger people anyway. Should just be, all right, that's what she thinks. We'll just wait and see in the end, won't we? You know, because there's some shit going on in the muggle world. That's all I can say. I think we're all witches, the good kind. Yeah, I think that. I think we're all witches and wizards because we all hold knowledge and powers and wisdom that we've had been suppressed, as we know. And that side of very not creative and everything, you know, that high elite side. And they sell the soul to the devil and all that shit going on around. And I do believe that. I do, yeah, see. A lot of women saying yes, Leona. So this is the chats I'm going to be talking about. So if you're in a bit of the witchy persuasion, I'm going to be talking about it. True, love your accent. Thank you, Karen. So it is quite a feminine thing, even though, you know, men are that way inclined, but it's more that way with women because we gave birth and we've always had that sort of intuition with certain stuff with, you know, when a baby was in your body and you could tell different things, and we were midwives and the healers and stuff like that. So yeah, you know, that's why I was reading out about the goddess, and I'll be reading a bit more out of that book I read the other day. But yeah, we are all witches and wizards. We are all magical. People go on about energy work and healing and all this, that, and the other, and you know, crystals have energy and they've got knowledge and they've got wisdom. Well, all that's divination, and it's all to do, like I said ages ago, you'd have been called a witch because everyone would have thought you were nuts. So, it's all magical. We live in a magical realm. Women have amazing powers, they do. Men do as well, but I believe women have been more in tune because that's just the way it was with motherhood and stuff like that. But yeah, we are all witches and wizards, and it's the masculine and the feminine together. There can't be one without the other, and that means also with energy. If people want to call it yin and yang, good and bad, well, dark and light, we have it within all of us, and they both work together. It can't work without the other. So contrast is needed to see what you are and what you want to be, and so on and so forth. So goddess, definitely magical. Yeah. So singing to the sun is magical too. It is. And when I give thanks to the sun, you saw what came in on my blue picture being, and if you're new and you haven't checked my community page out, go and check that out a little bit and go and see the blue face that I got in the camera in the sun. Dolly Daydream, thank you for being real. Thank you. Well, thank you, Mr. Oh, I'm not going to be able to say your name. I'll just call you Kay. I'm a bit dyslexic. Yes, we love our wizards. Yes, witches love the wizards. We're not these male bashing feminazis that went wrong, that hate all men and think that, you know what I mean, where's that all going? And then the men were hating women, well, you need to reproduce. Like, I mean, that's just Mr. Bill Gates all over, innit? I mean, you might as well just do that and then the world will just end because nobody will be making babies and that'll be the human race right out the window. Hi, Ricardo is in the house. Yeah, women are definitely more... Yeah. And that's why, did you see the little quote I put up on my community page about women not trying to get on men's nerves? They were just being intuitive and all that because they were trying to help the men as well. Because men are all like, think, brain. I need the facts and the figures. Sorry, that is true. Facts and figures, men, you're like, but we know you're wizards too. But the women help you with that. The women help you. My family thought I was nuts before any kind of witchy god or angel thing, so I know they aren't aligned with spirit. I don't care no more. I care not taking what they say. That's exactly right, Coyote. You don't care what other people think, even if it is family and friends. I mean, you're not going to be an arsehole to them, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't. And that's what I was about to say before. If you're saying you're spiritual, like I said, we all are, unless you're saying you're separate, and we're not separate. It doesn't mean, I've said this before, there's people out there who think they can chat shit on people and go on, and this isn't just on YouTube, this is out there. You'll get this all your life. Like I said, there's people have got to realise not everybody's going to get on with each other, even in whatever. People aren't always going to like certain people, so you just find the people that you like. And because you're spiritual, it does not mean you're a doormat and people can walk all over you. Because that's what some people think. They think, oh, if they're saying they're spiritual, it means they're soft. I've been soft in the past. It means you can walk all over them. No. No, it does not mean you're a spiritual doormat. It means you're kind, you're compassionate to a certain point where it's not, you're not going to hurt anyone or harm anyone, but you can say stuff because you're not going to be a spiritual doormat. It's like I've said, there's a lot of spiritual communities out there who'll sort of put out as if like you've got to, I don't know, act as if you are a doormat sometimes, but there's a certain point it comes to and it's like, do you know what? Too much separation going on, race, male, female. Yeah, and they've done that, and as we know, that's what they've done over time. Even now, it's like the unique and unity isn't about, to me, being the same. Unity to me is about communion with yourself, getting back to yourself, but you can be different. You can have different perspectives on different things, and you can call yourself different things. They're only labels. That's what divides us anyway. That's what is half of the problem. But unique and different, because it's beautiful to be unique, because you were born unique. Everyone, there's no one like you. There's no one like me. There's no one like you. There's no one like you. So, but we can come together, like the world is starting to come together on the belief of we want a change. We want more love and compassion, but you're still going to be different and unique. You're not going to be exactly the same on everything. You're not going to still absolutely agree on absolutely everything. I don't mean the compassionate side, I just mean certain things that you're into. So it's not about let's all be one, as in let's all be, that's communism. Communism, we'll all be the same, we'll all dress the same, we'll all look the same, because that's what they want people to do as well. We'll all do this and we'll all get in line. No. I'll express myself the way I want to express myself, and I do a lot of it through my art, visual expression and whatever, and I'll dress the way I want to dress, and I'll speak the way I want to speak, and I'll blah, 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 blah. Don't want to be the same as everybody else. Don't want to dress the same as everybody else. Don't want to blah, 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 blah. Communism. No, thank you. No, thank you. Nope. Not for me. I like to see the beauty in individuals. I like to see people in their own uniqueness. It's like my fellow, he's got a lot of friends that are like the same, but they're different. And the styles are different and the ways, but it's just beautiful to see that diversity in that sense. Because why wouldn't you want that? It's just learning that diversity, is that the right word? The differences are beautiful. But there are things that need to change in diversities. People need to realise it's not because you're different, you have to shout out, like other countries could be shouting out about other countries, this isn't right, this is what we do. There are certain tweaks that are needed because of certain texts that are put in certain books of religion and different things, and what we're told through the news and everything, what's right and what's wrong in social society. Yeah, we all know that, but things are changing slowly, and things are going to be different because people are being more open-minded and raising the states of consciousness. Yeah, for some it seems to be easier to find others' differences than to understand them. Yeah, and that's true as well, Effie. They don't try and understand some people, they just want to go against it, and it's like, does it matter? Magenta Pixie's book just arrived. I've got Lessons from Lemuria. I've got 2 other books actually. Talking about books, I need to go and get in bed and read. So I'm gonna go. Thanks all for coming in. And like I said, next couple of Llewellyn's books. Yeah, I'll be showing that a bit more again, my Llewellyn Witch Date book thing. But yeah, please come and join me next week, even if it's not something that you're into, because it's not your belief or something, but maybe just come and listen to the chat, because you never know, there could be something in the chat that you love. I could bring a crafting idea, which I'm going to do a few more of them as the weather is starting to get better, and you could just love it. And then this is how you take things that you resonate with and you might use it. You don't have to resonate with everything. This is what I do when I see other people. I resonate with some stuff, I don't resonate with the other. The bit that I don't resonate with, I let go. The bit that I resonate with, I'll implement it or be inspired by it. That's what it's about. So, Karen, yes, and it's about growing. Yes, it is, Karen. It's all about this path we're on, no matter what you believe in or whatever's happened on your path, what you've talked about. My path's all there. It's about the growing. your unique self and the acceptance, yes. And that's what I said today, is about accepting your dark side, accepting what's happened in the past, letting go because it's not needed, accepting yourself that you are a divine being, God and Goddess, and everything helps you grow. And that's being aware of yourself, and that's knowing thyself. If you're not growing, you're not flowing, you're stagnant. I grow and flow. That's why you just need to go and look at my YouTube channel, really, if you're new, and you'll see the growth. And I know people have been seeing that, and I've been seeing it with him. Bye, Indigo Rays. So, like I said, I hope you all have a lovely weekend. It's going to be weird next week because Finn goes back to school, and we'll see what happens there, and, you know, everything going on there. Keep my awareness on all that. I don't, you know, aware, not head right in it and getting depressed and shit about things. Take care and all. And I actually do hope with people that are near me, you'll see things. People are becoming more open-minded. Oh, and Archangel Michael's there too. Yeah, I just randomly jumped on. So I'll have to come into your chat thing at one point. But I'm going to go and chill out now. I'm going to go and get into one of my books and, or listen to something while I'm doing this, which you'll see what this is going to be soon. And I will see you soon. I do not want talking in this voice, but it just came over me because that is, I don't know. So I'm in one of them moods again. What day is it? Oh, it's Saturn Day today, isn't it? So I've tried to be rebellious against Saturn today because I thought I'm not having that authority planet ruling over me today. It's been quite a chilled day, and now I'm going into another voice. But tomorrow, Sunday, the sun. Ooh, we'll have a nice Sunday tomorrow. Hopefully going to get out on Sunday. The sun in the sky. So, the son of God. Well, whatever you want to call it. The sun. So, yeah, I've gone potty, but that's nothing new, is it? And as I've said that, 33 are in chat. It'll probably change as I'm saying it now. 33, Christ consciousness just went up to 35, as I just said it. YouTube, hi YouTube. So anyway, I'm going because you know what I'm like, I'll yak for England. Thank you for the new people that have popped in and said hi. Please subscribe if you wish, and hopefully you can come and join my new chats next week. Hi Flower Power, and I've got a lot of crafts going up on my Instagram page, which is now called The Little Shop of Goddessry, and there's lots of beautiful things that are going to be coming there with my creative ideas. So I will see you then. Have a great rest of your Saturday night or day or whatever it is, wherever you are, and a beautiful Sunday. I don't think I'll see you tomorrow, and I will see you at the divine time of 9 p.m. A UK time on Monday. Because remember, Monday used to be Mindset Monday, so it was always that. But, have a think. And it's Moon Day on Monday, so that's quite good for talking about some other stuff that I'll be talking about, isn't it? Yes, nice meeting Karen, and I can't remember who was in before as well, the other lady. But thank you for coming in and joining in with chat. You'll find that my chat room is very positive and lovely people in chat that will speak to you and say hi, and you can have little conversations, and everyone tries to help each other out, and they get connected, and they've made friends through here as well, and all that sort of good stuff. Dolly Daydream, is this channel renamed back to, or no, I haven't got 2 channels. I took it back because I changed the name for a reason, and then even though other people think it's to do with something else about them when it's not. And then I decided to change it back because there was a few things going round about me that people were putting out, and I just thought, well, I'm not in fear, so I'll go back to that name that they were bringing up as well, so people could see. And also the other reason was, when I was going into other people's chats on YouTube of people that have been in the chat rooms, they didn't realise it was me, and it was a bit like I had to go, hi, it's Dolly Daydream, and it was like, oh, so it was just better to put my name back to what it was, because like I said, I ain't got nothing to hide, so everything's like future proofs the past, just like I said with the older videos I've just put up on my community page. Yes, Telegram, yeah, and Telegram, I'll be over there at some point, but it won't be tonight. So yeah, and I just have to say that because that's the experiences I've been having, you know. But I'll be bringing it forth. So like I said, May the force be with you. So yeah, maybe the force be with you, and I will see you on Monday. Remember to keep your mind state in the highest vibration possible. If you fall down in the day, it's fine. You're allowed to do that. You do, when you were aware and you remember, pick yourself up again. If you don't know how to do that, if you're new, all you go and do is switch your mindset to something else. Go and listen to something else. Blast some good music on. Go and do something that you love doing. Go and get outside, play with your kids. Whatever it is that takes your mind off shitty thoughts that half of them aren't even yours. It's just the collective consciousness half the time as well. Or some. Just remember, when you get up in the morning, I was drawing this morning. You can do affirmations. You can do your book of gratitude. I do that as well. Things that I've shared here before. If you set off in a good mood in the morning, some nice music. Sometimes maybe, I know it's hard sometimes, if you go to bed a bit earlier and get up a little bit early, even if you've got kids and when they're going to school, it's a bit of a rush, to give you that time in the morning, maybe not every morning, but maybe some mornings, if you get up early. My sister did it once. She got up really early in the morning. She went to bed earlier, got up earlier, got up when the house was asleep, and she just had that sacred time to herself to like read or draw, or even just have a hot cup of tea, coffee, or whatever it is that you love, cacao, I don't know, and go and sit in your garden, wrapped up if it's cold, but having that peace and that peace to yourself, which is quite magical when you get that time where the world's asleep and you've got that magical time to just sit with yourself before you set your day up, before you go to work or whatever it is that you're doing, that time for you before the house starts to get busy. You know what I mean? If you've got kids and young ones. Yes. So, to set your day off like that is going to set your day off better than rushing around, getting up late, banging your toes on something, and then you're shouting at your kids because they're, and you've got everything prepared. A little bit organised. I'm not that organised, but a little bit organised, but always making time for thyself, because if you're healthy and you're healthy up here, you're going to be healthy for your family, and that's the way it works. You have actually got to help yourself before you help your family, because it's like that plane thing. If you're on a plane and it goes down, you need to put the gas mask on. The gas mask! Don't put the gas mask on. You need to put the breathing apparatus thing on. Just gas yourself while you're there. And then to be able to help your family. Do you know what I mean? So, I always get everything mixed up, but that's just me. Epsom salt bath. Oh, yeah, and have an Epsom salt bath. Do all them beautiful things that chill out. Yeah, go and have a bath. You can go out, chill out there while your kids are doing your husband's heading or whatever it is. You just think, I'm going for a bath. Oh, yeah, just give me 20 minutes in the bath. Salsa. You've missed it all, Rainbow Wizard. You've missed it all. I'm going to shut the door now and I'm going. You've come in at the wrong time. Why are you not using your Rainbow Wizardness to know? Clan Mother Karen is speaking on Patriot Parablums channel now, just saying, I'll have to check it out. I'm going reading, but I'm gonna have to email, I can never say his name, I think I've just said it, on a Patriot Paralabums, to get on his channel, because we did say we were going to chat at one point, so I am going to have to try and email him again. It's just been busy in the timing with the United States and everything, but yeah, we'll have to try that, because we wanted to have a chat about like where my thoughts on, my spirituality and stuff like that. So I'm going. I've just been on. Amen. All I ever seem to ask for these days is peace. Exactly. So you need to know what your peace is. Your peace might not be what other people's peace is, but yeah, own peace and know thyself. So, so thanks all for coming in, and I'll have to check that. I'll probably have to check that out later, because it is getting later here now. And I will see you very soon. Bye.